Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon Leaf Green, and now you might be wondering, why, Pat, are you starting all the way back here? Why did you just sound like William Shatner? You were stretching, that's why, huh? Now, I'll be able to answer this quite quickly. Actually, let me check my audio settings. Volume, okay good. It sounded a little bit louder than normal. Anyway, you might be wondering, hey, why are you starting all the way back here? Let's hope. Yeah, this little message comes up every time. Not totally sure why. There we go. I got pushed back a little bit. I actually got pushed back to my save corrupted, as you can hear and see on that. And I got pushed back to about an hour before losing its surge. That's why there was no videos yesterday. Because that was a piece of piss. Like, seriously, it was bullshit. Now, obviously, it took some time, and I had to redo everything, and I just got through the mountain, and I'd like to let you look at my team. They didn't exactly make it through in the best of conditions, and Huehue was one of the first to go. So I actually need to get into the fucking town. Let's get on this thing. Let's get the... Oh, thank God. We're in Boop Boop Beep Beep Town, going to get to the Boom Boom Ba-Ding Ding machine. You have no idea, like I was so pissed off yesterday at that. I just decided to fuck it and just not even try. And then I just got done actually getting here, making sure my saves worked. Boom, ding, ding, boom, boom, ding, ding, boom, boom, ding, ding, boom, boom, ding, ding. Heidi. The odd Mr. Fuji isn't here. Where'd he go? I don't care. Where's the name changer man? I need to go see him. Hello, I'm the official name reader. Yes. Alright, Ponyta. Ponyta, is it? That is a decent name, but would you like me to give it a nicer name? Yes. Then what should the new nickname be? Oh, yes. Now, I thought about it. I thought about not giving this a good name at first, but it picked up. In the cave, it was one of my main go-to Pokemon, so it deserves a decent name. Yeah. Where's G at? The king. There we go. Done from now on, this Pokemon should be known as the king. How fortunate for you. Thank you. Yes. We're going to name you... Alright. Yes. Who is this again? Yes, it's you. So we're going to name you... The Rock. The Rock. Wow. Am I dumb? The... The Rock. There we go. Done. They show me name is The Rock. How fortunate. Thank you. You're getting a little annoying there, guy. That will hurt you. And we got the whip. And there we go. Huehue. Not even... Yes. Yes, I would. I'm gonna name you... T-H-E space. And I thought about this one for a little while. I didn't know to name it the way or what. I'm going to name you the... Brazil. The Brazil. And I know it's spelled wrong. It's on purpose. Is this some sort of Brazilian magic? Our name from before. And now we got one less Pokemon to name. Alright, we're going to go to... We got... Chiding, is it? That is true. It is a truly impeccable. Take good care of Chiding. No! Somebody warned me of this, and I didn't want to listen to him because it made me sad. Because I like Chiding, and I wanted to make him part of the team. But I can't. Ding, boom, ding. Yes, really? So there are believers. Ghost appear in Pokemon Tower. I think they're the spirits of the Pokemon that the Rockets killed. Man, they're fucking crazy people, aren't they? let's heal up again. I wasn't sure if I did before or not. I tried to make sure I actually did a few more things in the tunnel than I did before, and I don't know if I succeeded, so I think I did miss the rock slide thing, because I looked in the place where the guy was, and I didn't see him, and I don't know if he only appears on a certain day, at a certain time, at a certain what, but it wasn't there. What's up? Hey kid, want to see my Pokemon? Yeah, sure, why not, guy? Ah, Herman. I remember fighting you. We'll just thrash. Yeah, the king did very well in the cave, and he got some levels, so you're no longer in Ponyta. Ponyta. I fucking hate you, Ponyta. But thank God you're not Ponyta anymore. You're not completely useless. I know. It's a miracle. Now then. Okay, but use Slowpoke. I hate fighting Slowpoke. There we go. I love how slow it raised. Or lower. Can be confused due to fatigue. Keep fighting, King. Oh well. We should give Ponyta, not Ponyta, the king a sword. Just like in Cave Story. Maybe make him a little bit more effective. It's confused. Hurt itself from its confusion. God damn it. Double damn it. Actually, that's shit. Actually, so yeah, let's just send out. He's level 30. 26. Let's send out the Brazel. The Brazil. Now you might be asking, what's with that name? Well, I play MOBA games, be it League of Legends, Heroes of Newerth, or Dota 2. And in those types of games, well, I might want to start from the beginning. A long time ago, I used to play a game called Age of Mythology, and as the community started to die, it got replaced with a different one. One that's very specifically Brazilian. And if you've never actually played against the Brazilian community in an online game, you won't know it, but they act really nice when you're not against them. They'll put up rooms like 1v1 or 2v2 or whatever win. It'd be like no noobs or fun only, and then as soon as you get in game, they're some incredibly high level, or they jack it up so that it's against you, or however, and it's like, it's for fun, I do it for fun, it don't care, right? And it's just like, Now, I didn't think of it much at the time, because I was much younger back then, because Age of Mythology at this point is a very old game. And now I've noticed they do it to Age of Empires now, 2, 3. Lol. But, normal. This were probably not anyway, and as time went on, they moved away from those games. Well, they're still in Age of Empires, that much is true, but they moved on to other games, other types of games. What was once, well, they once just infected RTS games, they started moving on to MOBA games, and it started with League, and something that they were very consistent with doing is, they group up together. They'd never really say anything to English speakers, but they'd always be unusually organized, even for them, and they'd try and wipe the floor with everybody. And often they would, because they'd stack it into their favor. Now, this comes to a point when one of two things happen. Either they lose and they call you a noob, a dick, and go, wait, I fucked your mother. Or they win and they go, ha, noob, wait, I fucked your mother. Now, it might seem like a difference there, but one's in anger and the other's in anger. So, it is a bit different in each respect. So, now what they like to do, and it's something I've noticed myself, is especially in not Han, but Dota 2 and League, they like choosing characters that can output a lot of damage and are tanks, so that they don't die, and then they can laugh at you because you don't kill them. So, one of the type of characters they liked to use in League for a while was one called Mordekaiser, who was very tanky, had a lot of defense, could build, instead of having mana or fury or anger or whatever the fuck any of the other champions had, he had something called armor. Whenever he used his skills, it filled up the armor bar. Now, it doesn't sound like much until you realize he is more of a mage type, a close range mage type character. And this put him at a significant advantage because it would effectively let him get back the health he'd ever lose in battle, because it would take out of the armor bar first, and he could always refill that easily. So they had discovered builds that made him very tanky, very hard to kill, but let him output a lot of damage, which Brazilians loved because I now kill you, you can't kill me, way. So, and as this went on, eventually he got nerfed, they fell out of love with him, but the whole Huehue thing still kept on, it still lived. So, even though the Brazilians had, to an extent, died off, their memory lived. Now the reason they died off is because there really wasn't any other champions or heroes or what have you that kept their interest. And I'm just running around while I tell this story. You can have this TM. I received TM from the little girl. TM case. It's a move called Return. Oh. Anyway, the Brazilians like to use characters that were fairly tanky or could just do massive damage before you could kill them. And I see Mankey acting like that, because when I fought him, when I went to go catch him, he was hard as fuck to do any damage to. And he was hitting my Pokemon for massive amounts of damage. So, obviously, he's called the Huehue. And this manifests itself now in the Brazil, because oftentimes they would misspell even their own country's name. I guess they weren't used to speaking it in English, and they'd call it the Brazil. Now, it might sound like a lame excuse, it might not even sound funny to anybody, but to me it's fucking hilarious, because I love the Brazilians, they make me laugh. I came to pray for my dearly departed Clefairy. I'm awash in tears. Sad for you! Anyway. Hello, I am a channeler. There are spirits up to mischief. I sense them high in the tower. I think we actually need to get an item before we can do this place, so I'm not even going to work on this one yet. No point. We can't even get through it, so no point trying. I remember that. I remember this place and being at the bane of every child's existence, because when we'd get to the top, near the top, or halfway through, or whenever it was, you'd run into that Pokemon that was like, if you try to throw a Pokeball, it would just knock it away. If you tried to put a Pokemon out, it would run away. And it was just a bitch. And you need the Slip Scope. Last Julia would like the battle. Well, let's destroy her Pokemon. Also, I kind of confined the whip to not really be leveled up because I don't really need him today. I'm in a fairly good mood now that I fucking fixed my save. Before I did, I wasn't in the best of moods, to say the least. Well, not that I'm never in a bad mood, I wasn't amused in the slightest. So, the fact that we fixed that, well, I fixed it, you guys didn't really do anything, you just kind of sat there and waited for new episodes. Very politely, nobody said, oh, are you dead yet? Why no episodes today? Blah, blah, blah. Even though, you know, only 10 people maybe not even that much. Yeah, I just checked, it's only like 2, 3, 4 views per video, so. What of it? Who cares? Anyway, not that too many people will mind, but I'm not switching out. What was I gonna say? Use Thrash. I think there's only really one person who watches this very dedicatedly. Skyrim stuff still gets 90% of my views, sadly. Actually, not sadly. It's good that a lot of people are watching. It's good that a fair number of people are watching. Not a lot, but enough, and it makes me happy. Player defeated last Julia. You're tearing me apart, Julia. Don't be so mean to my Well, don't send it out against the king. Just... Fine, I'm a rambling, gambling dude. Weren't you just nice? Never understood Gamer Rich liked to battle. Oh yeah, I didn't teach the king water pulse yet. That was something that had gotten cut when the save got corrupted, so no big loss on that, I guess. Don't really have any water moves, but Odor Sleuth. Identified the king. I guess he smelled my ass. And whatever works for him, I guess. Not something that would get me off per se, but hey, if it's what he likes, it's what he likes. Game 468. Gamer Vulpix. I regret not teaching him water pulse now.